Okay, guys, so let's try this. Now, let me just say ahead of time, my computer is in the shop. I'm doing this on my laptop, and I'm not real wild about it because it doesn't have a whole lot of power and stuff, but we'll see if this works out. Because, I got to do the weekly newspaper. So, here we are. So, let me just say, you may not realize this, but usually what you see when I do this is, and I know I look like I'm looking off into space. I should be looking down here. I actually edit the video. I know you probably think, really, that's edited? But yeah, and probably after today, you'll appreciate it better because I always go in and edit out places where I'm stumbling around and have trouble turning the page and things like that. So you're getting the unedited live version today. There we go. The journal for October 11th. This week, the stars of Phillipsburg are PO middle schoolers. And on the front page, we got O'Brien inducted into Center County Sports Hall of Fame. Let's see. That's Bud O'Brien. He, for sure, actually grew up as an Osceola boy. And he has been involved in high school sports an awful lot. I can remember he was the guy, I don't think they called him an assistant coach, but he would like go and scout out the teams we were going to be playing the next week in football. And I think he's involved in wrestling and what all. But he was a 1953 graduate of the Osceola High School, where he starred in football and baseball. He also broadcast high school sports on WPHB for a while. So yeah, he's been involved in sports for a lot. You can read the whole article if you have a mind to and have access to it. But I think it's probably a very deserved honor for him. We also have the Phillipsburg VFW dedicated a new mural. Let's see if I get that on. Can you see that there? Now I have an old video, if you look. Now see, if I read the paper ahead, I could have had it available, but then again, see, this is one of the things that if I was doing this normally, I would edit the link in afterwards to tell you, but there's an old video of mine that shows the mural that already existed on the side of their building. It was really cool. But they have a new one there now. I don't know if this is going to be on a different wall or if they covered up the old one, but looks pretty cool. I see they also have a big, there's just a purple heart off to the side. Let's see. There's a thing with Osceola baseball. I didn't even realize we didn't have Little League in town anymore. Apparently there wasn't, and so now they've brought it back. That's cool. What do we got in here? Advertising. State Representative Dallas Kephart won first place in his age group Kingdom Shannon bicycle race. Okay. It's going to be a Halloween parade in Phillipsburg on the 26th. I've got the quarter page ad for it. Now see, here's the kind of thing that I would normally edit out is when I can't get the pages to turn. Okay, now we have the obituaries. We have a Charles Lockett Sr., born in 1942, formerly from Sandy Ridge. Gerald Lee Webster, born in 46. He was from Phillipsburg, it seems. Suzanne N. Willis, born in 46. She was a school van driver, so a lot of people might know her. I was trying to see, okay. Yeah, I think she might be the mother of someone I graduated with. We have an M. Jean Medeiros, born in 48. Says she's from Osceola. Don't recognize the name. I wonder if she moved here later. Yeah, she graduated in 66 from PO, so I guess she's always been a local. And we move on to the police report. Scavenger hunt goes wrong, question mark. The following items were found by PSP Rockview in 2nd Street: a needle, a black metal BB gun, valued at $25, a West Branch t-shirt, a yellow Champion shirt, black slides, gray Overthinking shirt, a leather belt, and a backpack. And that's all it says, is these items were found at that address. None of this would have happened if Front Street was two ways. A Phillipsburg woman was driving her 2019 Buick on Front Street when she abruptly went from the right lane into the left shoulder and struck a parked 22 Toyota Prius owned by Lynn Verbeck. The Buick driver didn't know what to do, so she just went home. A week later, her vehicle was located with paint transfer. The Buick driver has been charged with hitting Verbeck's Prius. But Chestnut Street is two ways. Jamie France, 51 of Phillipsburg, was driving her Nissan Altima in Rush Township. France veered into the path of Vicky Forst, who was driving her Jeep Wrangler, and they hit head-on. No one was injured, but France was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not this again. A 32-year-old Houtsdale prison inmate reported that a known male touched his penis. Yeah, I actually agree with the subtitle on this one. Not this again. Harassment at SCI Houtsdale. A 25-year-old Houtsdale prison inmate reported that he was sexually harassed by a known male. Skid pad. A 17-year-old Phillipsburg boy was driving his 2005 Honda Accord on a rainy Old Erie Pike in Decatur Township, lost control, spun out, and hit a telephone pole. He was not injured, but perhaps he needs to go back to driver's ed, along with a certain Ford Ranger driver the Journal knows. Okay. Stolen cat, and cat is all capital letters, so I wonder if that's something other than a feline. Mary Hummel, 41 of Phillipsburg, reported that on September 4th at approximately 3:15 a.m., someone cut the catalytic converter off her 2021 Mitsubishi SUV that was parked on Prescott Street. The suspect operated a dark-colored, mid-sized SUV, and there were 3 occupants. Anyone with information, call Officer Granville. It doesn't just say call state police. Drunk in a Subi on fire. PSP responded to a call on Port Matilda Highway near the intersection of Sandy Ridge Trail to assist the Port Matilda Fire Company with a vehicle fire. When they got there, they found Daniel Rivera, 37, of Phillipsburg, apparently drunk in the Subaru. DUI charges are pending lab results. Fatal accident. Scott Hockenberry, 47, of Hotstill, was driving his 2007 Saturn on Gittern Moran Highway in Gullich Township. Hockenberry went across the center line and hit a 2018 Chevy Silverado head-on, driven by Terry Dean, 69, of Tyrone. Hockenberry was not wearing his seatbelt and was pronounced dead on the scene. Dean also was not wearing his seatbelt and was life-flighted to Bend Highlands DuBois for serious injuries. Our prayers go out to those affected. I've never seen that in the newspaper before. Well, here's more about the little thing. It says after more than 20-year absence, independent baseball returned. Geez, I didn't realize it's been that long since they had teams. Oh, and see in the later paragraph, it says, while baseball never left the proud town, its independent status ended in the early 2000s when Phillipsburg and Osceola came together to form what is currently the PO Little League. Okay. So they had teams, it's just they were part of the other. And again, this is the kind of stuff you get to see when it's unedited. Okay. We got Phillipsburg Elementary students of the month. We don't care about that because Toby goes to Osceola Elementary, but I do believe, if I saw the Facebook post correctly, Toby was a student of the month. St. Thomas to hold annual blessing of the pets on October 19th. So if you want your pet blessed, go to the St. Thomas Church. I assume St. Thomas is a church. They're not saying that an actual saint is going to be coming in. Let me just show you this. The center of the paper, and I know it's upside down, but it's all advertising. Now it does look like there's a reminder. I guess time change is coming, and they always tell you, change the batteries in your smoke detector. Here's a letter to the editor. Let's see what this is. It's from an Ann Sears. A big shout out to Pastor Dill, New Life Center, for opening the church each Tuesday to November 5th from 10 to 1 for prayer to anyone who will at this critical time in our history. Thank you for stepping out. I hope others will follow suit. Anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear knows this crisis we are in. Discovering this AD was akin to a breath of fresh air. Blessings. You really need someone to unlock a church. If you're going, you need to pray for whatever this person feels the current disaster is. Let's see. House Republicans announce package to tackle crime in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Not even reading it, I know it's bullshit. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Advertising. Okay, let's start something new. I'm just going to randomly pick a classified ad. Wanted to buy trains. Yeah, it's a boring classified. Need extra cash? No, cash. Now buying cars, trucks, equipment. Yeah. Geez, they got boring classifieds in here. Uh, to formal special education students or parents of formal special education students, the PO school district will begin to destroy records considered inactive from before 1996. Okay, so if you are interested in the school records, I guess you better go down there and get a copy of them. Here's Memory Lane. It says Grandfather Gearhart. This is probably one of the more interesting Memory Lane pictures I've seen. Let's see if we can. There it is. Don't think it says an approximate date or anything. Nope, it just says Grandfather Gearhart. So here's the stars of PO middle school students. Oh, it's for the students of the month. Okay. Taxidermist Caleb Baker is visiting artist at the Ruffed Grouse Society's upland bird hunt in the PA wilds. Yeah, okay. And here we go. Madonna, this week's prices, we got Heinz ketchup for $3.99 and Tropicana juice for 99 cents. Hey, Washington State apples for 99 cents. Washington State apples for 99 cents. You know, there are 2 apple groves, plantations. What do you call them? Anyway, people that sell apples within a half-hour drive from my house. Why are they advertising Washington State apples? Pennsylvania's got plenty of apple trees. I'll tell you what, I may not be a total expert in American history. Let me look down here where the camera actually is. But I am willing to bet anybody here right now $87.23 that Johnny Appleseed never made it to Washington State. So, Pennsylvania, New York, we're the real apple growers. That's all I got to say. Let's see. Well, look at this. Even without editing, I kept it under 20 minutes. And let me just look over here. It looks like a couple of people might have came in while I was doing this live, but I didn't have this. Oh, Orchard. Yes, thank you, Nerdy. Hello, Nerdy Joe. That's it for this week's news. Hopefully by this time next week, I'll have my real computer back. It's actually done. I just got to pick it up, and I'm thinking of doing an upgrade on it while he has it. But anyway, that is beside the point. We'll see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in, Nerdy.
And that's the way it is.